The Unstoppable Will, Ancient Secrets to Crushing Self-Doubt, from Stoics to Samurai. When self-doubt feels like a storm, there are ancient voices that refuse to be drowned. By listening to Stoics who taught the power of inner fire, to samurai who wielded courage as a blade, to Greek philosophers who sharpened minds, we discover a timeless playbook to stop doubt from creeping into our minds. Below is a journey framed in 5 chapters and 1 deep dive philosophy for anyone who wants to turn hesitation into unstoppable determination. Philosophy Spotlight. Stoicism, the shield of the unstoppable will. Stoicism, born in the dusty streets of Athens and carried by Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, is not about being emotionless. It's about mastering your internal response to the chaos of life. Epictetus told a story of a man who could not see the difference between what was happening around him and his reaction to it. The lesson was simple. We are not controlled by external events, but by how we interpret them. Marcus Aurelius, emperor and philosopher, kept a journal in which he reminded himself every dawn that, "What I do, my purpose I choose." He believed that every action should be guided by reason, a decision made from the calm center of mind, not from a fleeting spark of doubt. Key lessons from Stoicism that light the path out of self-doubt. 1. Distinguish what you can control. Spend energy only on your thoughts, actions, and attitudes. Let the market rise and fall, let critics speak, but do not let these externalities dictate your self-worth. 2. Visualize the worst case. Instead of fearing failure, imagine the worst outcome and practice resilience. By preparing mentally for adversity, you dissolve the dread that breeds self-doubt. 3. Live the present moment. Time is a one-way ticket. When you focus on the task at hand, past mistakes slip away and future anxieties lose power. These Stoic principles intertwine with our theme by providing a mental framework. The unstoppable will arises when we consciously choose discipline over reaction, clarity over confusion, and action over hesitation. Philosophy Spotlight Call to Action. If Stoicism inspires you, press like, share, and subscribe for more journeys into ancient wisdom that fuels modern purpose. Chapter 1. The Mirror of the Samurai. In feudal Japan, a young samurai named Takashi found his reputation tested when a rival challenged his honor. The rival drew a blade. Takashi did not recoil. Instead, he bowed and faced his rival's stare as if it were a mirror reflecting his own deepest doubts. This moment taught him that true skill lies within, not in any external confrontation. The lesson for today is that self-doubt often surfaces in the form of external critiques. Recognize them as mirrors, not mirrors themselves. By stepping back and reflecting on why you value their opinion, you can convert doubt into a focused question. What can I learn from this criticism, and what can I ignore? Practical application. When a colleague questions your idea, pause and write down one constructive element and one unrelated rumor. By filtering the noise, you preserve mental bandwidth for growth. Conclusion. The samurai's calm mirrored his internal resolve, enabling him to act with unshakable confidence. Like, share, and subscribe for more stories that turn ancient discipline into modern courage. Reflective question. When the next doubt surfaces, will you respond as a mirror or as a stone? Chapter 2. The Ghost of Pierre Louis, the Greek philosophically soared. Aristotle once recounted a tale of a young squire, Pierre Louis, who dreamed of battlefield glory but feared failure. Aristotle advised him to carve a mission for himself, not one shaped by external fame, but defined by personal virtue and skill. The squire's new mission became mastering the art of the sword, not the applause that followed. The insight is to align your goals with intrinsic values rather than external validation. Self-doubt flares when goals are dependent on others' approvals. Example of application. Identify a skill you love for its own sake, perhaps coding, cooking, or painting. Set a target that measures progress in personal milestones, not social media likes. Conclusion. When Pierre Louis focused on personal virtue over adulation, the doubt that once chained him loosened, and he wielded his sword with steady confidence. Like, share, and subscribe to keep exploring how ancient wisdom can shape your own mission. Reflective question. Are your current goals driven by your own values or by the applause of others? Chapter 3. The River of Sino-Chinese Harmony, the yin of self-didance. In medieval China, a master calligrapher named Li Wei faced a crisis. His brush trembled, his ink blurred. Self-doubt whispered that he should stop. The master of the court reminded him of the yin-yang, that balance of opposing forces creates harmony. He told Li Wei that doubt and confidence are not enemies, but complementary parts of a productive whole. To convert self-doubt into an asset, practice balance. Do not let fear completely stifle you. Allow it to inform a disciplined, measured approach. How to apply today? When you feel doubt about a presentation, practice a short, controlled rehearsal. Let doubt surface in the rehearsal, then adjust. The next full practice will feel stronger because the doubt has been addressed inside. Conclusion. When Li Wei accepted both his fear and his talent, the doubt became a silent partner rather than a hostile intruder. Like, share, subscribe, and let ancient harmony guide your modern pursuits. Reflective question. How can you transform your current moments of doubt into a tool that sharpens your confidence? Chapter 4. The Tongue of the American Frontier, the Spirit of Ralph Waldo Emerson. In the 19th century American wilderness, Ralph Waldo Emerson famously said, "If one advances only toward the direction one already knows, one can never find a new way." Emerson's own self-doubt kept him from writing. He feared the critical heat of society. Yet he kept a journal, jotting thoughts, feelings, and the quiet noise of doubt. He learned that the act of writing itself was the antidote to skepticism. Your lesson: create a daily ritual that externalizes thought, journal writing, speaking aloud, sketching, that forces your mind to face doubt directly, allowing it to lose power by being expressed. Example: begin each day by writing a short reflection on a doubt you hold. Then, write a response that challenges that doubt with evidence or alternative perspective. Conclusion. Emerson's habit of confronting doubt in writing turned fear into a manageable whisper, and his words now inspire a modern audience. Like, share, subscribe to follow more journeys where the act of creation conquers doubt. Reflective question. What daily ritual can bring your doubts into light so they can be transformed? Chapter 5. The Sky Chaser, the Dundi of the Tibetan nun, Shongd. In a secluded Himalayan monastery, Shongd, a young nun, worried she would never reach enlightenment. Her teacher told her, "Your doubt is a mountain that you can either climb or avoid." The mountain, she was told, is made of stone and clouds. Its shape changes with time. To conquer self-doubt, treat it as a landscape. The more you explore its features, where it is easiest to step, where it is steep, you learn to navigate it smoothly. How today? Map out your inner doubts and set small, achievable objectives that help you cross each one. Celebrate the small victories, building momentum toward the larger challenge. Conclusion. By turning doubt from a permanent obstacle into immutable terrain, Shongd found the path to her goal. Like, share, and subscribe to keep discovering how ancient meditation can dissolve modern anxiety. Reflective question. When will you turn the next mountain of doubt from an impassable cliff into a climbable trail? Final reflection. Throughout history, whether in the disciplined halls of the Stoic philosophers, the calm focus of samurai warriors, the creative flow of Western thinkers, or the meditative mindfulness of Eastern traditions, the unstoppable will emerges from the same sources. Clarity of purpose, acceptance of control, disciplined action, and reverence for the process. The ancient secrets are not mystical spells, but disciplined practices that are ready for today's challenges. By weaving Stoic calm, samurai focus, Greek purpose, Chinese harmony, American creativity, and Tibetan perseverance into your life, you can crush self-doubt and unleash an unstoppable will. Thank you for listening. Remember to like, share, and subscribe so we can keep exploring how ancient wisdom can power your present. And now, take a breath. What doubt will you calm today?